Yes, my dear students, good afternoon. How are you? Today we will learn the new chapter, new topic we can say, that is known as the packaging of the DNA helix. As you know that DNA is a long chain polymer of over a million deoxyribonucleotides. That is, it means we can say that is 3.4 million nucleotide pairs or base pair in E. coli, 66 million nucleotide pairs or base pair in human beings. The length of the DNA in a cell can be calculated by multiplying the number of base pair with the distance between two consecutive base pairs. As you have learned in previous video, that the distance between the two consecutive base pair is 0.34 nm or nanometer. So 0.34 into 10 to the power 9. The DNA of a typical mammalian cell has 6.6 into 10 to the power 9 base pair. Its length will be, now if you want to calculate it, how it will be written? It can be written as a 6.6 into 10 to the power 9 base pair into the distance between them, 0.34 into 10 to the power minus 9 meter base pair. It comes out to be approximately 2.2 meters. So we can say that the length of the human DNA is approximately 2.2 meters. A length that is far greater than dimension of a typical nucleus, which is approximately 10 to the power minus 6 m in diameter. Therefore, there must be some special arrangement to accommodate such a long polymer in a cell. Let us see, if suppose we are talking about the prokaryotes. In case of prokaryotes such as E. coli, though they do not have a definite nucleus, as you know that in the prokaryotes there is not definite nucleus, still the DNA is not scattered throughout the entire cell. DNA, being negatively charged, is held with some proteins such as polyamines that have positive charges in a region termed as the nucleoid. It means in prokaryotes the DNA is wrapped in a structure which is known as nucleoid. The DNA in nucleoid is organized in large loops held by proteins. Let us see what is how the DNA is arranged in case of the eukaryotes. Yes, my dear students, now you have to see how does it accommodate in case of the eukaryotic cells or in eukaryotes. Roger Kornberg in 1974 reported that chromosome is made up of DNA and protein. Later, Biddle and Tatum reported that chromatin fibers look like beads on the string, where beads are repeated units of proteins. The protein associated with DNA is of two types. One is known as the basic proteins, another is known as the acidic. Basic proteins, it consists of histone and protamine, and acidic is the non-histone chromosomal protein. Negatively charged DNA is wrapped around the positively charged histone octamer to form a structure called nucleosome. Now we can say that in case of the prokaryotes, it is organized in a structure which is known as a nucleoid, whereas in eukaryotes we can say it's the structure in which the DNA is wrapped, the DNA is accommodated, it is in the structure which is known as a nucleosome. A typical nucleosome contains 200 base pair of DNA helix. Nucleosome constitute the repeating unit of a structure in nucleus called chromatin thread, like stained colored bodies seen in nucleus. The chromatin fiber condense at metaphase stage of cell division to form chromosomes. The packaging of chromatin at higher level requires additional set of proteins that is known as the non-chromosomal histone proteins. In a nucleus, certain regions of the chromatin are loosely packed and they strain lighter than the other regions. These are known as euchromatin. In other regions, they are tightly packed and they strain darker and are called heterochromatin. Euchromatin is transcriptionally more active than heterochromatin. My dear students, the most important questions is related from this term. What do you mean by the euchromatin? What is the difference between euchromatin and the heterochromatin? Again, I am repeating here. The euchromatin is at the certain region of the chromatins when it is loosely packed, strain lighter and transcriptionally more active. It is the definition of the euchromatin. And heterochromatin, tightly packed, strain darker and are less active than the means euchromatin. Such a structure is known as heterochromatin. Let us see the diagram. Yes, my dear students, here you can see the structure of a nucleosome. This is very important diagram for your examination also. Here you can say that the DNA is negatively charged, how it remains wrapped around the histone octamer and thus it forms a structure which is known as the nucleosome. This diagram is very important. So my dear students, you will draw this diagram and write the notes. Again, I will discuss the next topic in my next video. Till then, bye.